Hello. So I haven't updated in a while. Um, I started teaching on Wednesday, and I did pretty well. I did really well actually. And then next I had fifth grade, but there was a lot of hiccups because I didn't have some of the materials that I was supposed to have. But it's kind of technology, and also the fact that I don't think I just don't. I don't know. It wasn't really communicated very well. I guess what I needed and what they needed from me. So it went okay. We recovered in the end, but yeah. So I was a little disappointed today. I went to where a couple people said I should be able to do Olympic lifting. I go to the Miyoshi Cultural Center. They got a really nice pool. They got really nice buildings. It's a huge like park and like building area. And so I go in there and I'm like, oh, can I use the gym? And it's cheaper to use the gym. It's like 310 and just like $3. And so I go in there. They got a mat. They got the barbell. They got the rubber weights. I go in there. I'm like, yes, I finally found a place. Feeling good about it. Do a couple sets. Guy walks in and tells me I can't do it because it's too loud. There's no one else in the gym. I'm the only person in the gym. And he tells me I can't drop the weight because it's too loud. Why did they got it there? Why would they have it there then? I told him, but I don't know. It was a little frustrating to hear that. So I asked for my money back, and they gave it back to me. And I was like, "Where can I do this? Where can I weightlift?" And they had no idea. They told me to go back to the place that I had initially found. They said, "Oh yeah, you could do it here." I'm like, "No, I can't, because if I go there, they just have metal weights, and you can't drop those." I was just like, what the fuck? It was very upsetting, as you can tell. I was very upset. Ugh. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from that. Everything else is going pretty well. I felt a bit of an earthquake from, I think it was from the other one. Not, I guess it wasn't related, but I mean, the building literally went like this much movement. Yeah, that was pretty intense. And then what else? I'm not much else to report really. I'm trying some unique beers. I know the beer lovers out there will appreciate this, so let's zoom out. So first up we have the Kuchi Brewery, product of Japan. Kyuchi, my bad, Kyuchi. It's a Nest beer. It's got a nice little owl on it. This is pretty good. It's a Hefeweizen, or Weizen. Ah, get it? Like the owl is a wise owl, I guess. And then this one I'm about to open is a Miyajima original beer. Yeah, so it says it's a pale ale, and it's been in production since 2010, so we'll see how good it is. I mean, that's probably better than all the other common beers out there. The Nest beer, I mean, or yeah, Nest beer, it was okay. It was good. Something different. I'll probably try it again. this one, I'll give you a live update on it. Give me a sec. We'll open it up and then go for it. Okay, sorry, I almost drank it. I didn't, but here we go. Oh, it's actually pretty good. I guess, is it a pale ale? It's kind of a little fruity. Very refreshing. Yeah, that's a pretty good pale ale. Very, very, like very fall tone. Pretty good. Yeah. Other than that, I guess that's it for me right now. Any updates? I want to go to Enkai. I haven't been invited, but I think the staff is warming up to me. I haven't had much to do during the workday, so when I go in there, I just kind of doodle and whatnot, and then when I actually have something to do, I do it, and then I'm done. And then I try to look busy, but I'm like falling asleep half the time, so I'm drinking a ton of coffee to just not fall asleep from boredom. I'm excited to like start teaching more often, which I think will start happening. I want to like interact with the kids more. Some of the kids during recess are pretty funny. I've been eating lunch with the kids, and they're super excited. They all want to play with me and everything. So one day, Friday, I was super tired. I had a headache. It was just like another form of culture shock, I think. Like the having to hear Japanese over and over and over and over, and then finally, at the end of the week, I'm like, yay, it's Friday. I'm gonna be about done with everything, and then right as I get in there and people start talking Japanese, I'm like, oh God, no! It's so hard for me to understand. I mean, like, it was weird. I could tell like my head was trying to wrap around it. It's like, oh, I was starting to like pick out everything they were trying to say, and then but like not really comprehensive, just kind of just bits and pieces. But yeah, it was interesting. And then I got a headache, and I was like, I went up in the vice principal's really cool. I might have mentioned that before, but I went up to the vice principal and I was like, I said in Japanese, I don't remember how to say it, but I said it in Japanese. I said, I am not used to the Japanese language, and he kind of laughed. He goes, I am not used to the American, or to American, yeah. I've had a beer, give me a break. I'm not used to English language in Japanese, and I kind of was like, huh, yeah, I got a headache in Japanese. And he's like, oh, are you okay, like, and I was like, yeah, I just need to walk around a little bit. I just need to walk around outside. He's like, yeah, go ahead, go walk around outside. So I walk around for about 10-15 minutes, and it is beautiful. It was a beautiful day. I'm glad I got away with that. I don't know how often I'll be able to do that, but yeah, it was really fun. I really appreciated the guy. Yeah, and then they canceled one of the classes that day for me, and then yeah, it was other than that, I'm really excited to start teaching, like, for reals. I think some of the kids know. It's really weird. You can tell, like, I think the material you're given to teach them is really, really low level, and I think a lot of the kids, I'm not saying all of them, there's definitely a couple in each class, but a lot of the kids are way advanced on that. Like, the stuff I did with them, I think, was just too easy. So I'm gonna try to in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to like tune it. I'm gonna see if I can push them a little bit harder on the English language and stuff. And I think it's cool because I'm pretty sure the teachers are really excited to see what I can do. And the other English teacher that was assisting me, she was like, "Oh, have you ever taught before?" After the first class, I was like, "No, I've never done this before." And she's like, "Oh, wow." She like was like, "Oh, I just impressed by what I did." So I was really like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing." She's like, "Oh, not many people can do that." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I've done a lot of public speaking, so it's not much different when you're just kind of doing a presentation. It's more of a presentation for them to digest, but like you can kind of get a feeling of who's, when you're walking around, who's better and who's worse. And I mean, that's only natural to figure that out, but it's just interesting. I wouldn't have thought that how much they actually knew. So yeah, I think I'll probably be pump the gas a little. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being patient. I know it's been a while, so let's try to keep it more consistent, okay? Yeah. Bye-bye.